The fullback wears number 1 and acts like the safety net of the team. They stay behind the defensive line and watch everything unfold in front of them. When a high kick goes up or a line break happens, the fullback is the one expected to clean it up. They must have sharp eyes, safe hands, and the guts to put their body on the line without second guessing. A great fullback doesn't just wait for something to happen. They read plays early, position themselves smartly, and are ready to cover any threat. However, their work doesn't end in defense. A good fullback turns into a real weapon in attack. They often join the line to create overlap or act as an extra playmaker when needed. That means vision, timing, and the ability to choose the right moment to strike. Their talk is constant too. From the back, they can see the whole field and must direct defenders with urgency. Billy Slater mastered this role very well. With his pace, precision, and fearless attitude, he turned the fullback position into a game-changing role. He wasn't just a last line of defense, he was often the first spark in attack. The right winger, wearing number 2, operates by the right sideline and waits for their chance to explode into action. Their main task is simple in theory, but difficult in practice. They have to score tries. That means they must be fast, agile, and brave enough to dive into tight corners with defenders closing in. But speed alone won't make a top winger. They need good awareness, safe hands under pressure, and the guts to take hard carries when the team is coming out of its own half. Wingers often take early tackles to relieve pressure from the forwards. That means they must be strong and willing to run into big defenders. They also need to handle tricky kicks, especially high bombs, and defend their edge with confidence. A right winger often gets judged on finishing, but their role is far more complete than just crossing the line. Martin Offiah showed the world just how dangerous a winger can be. With incredible pace and confidence, he could turn a small opening into a runaway try. Wearing number 3, the right centre acts as the key link between the halves and the wingers. Positioned just inside the right wing, they have to read plays, create space, and defend strongly against fast, dangerous attackers. They carry the ball with purpose and make smart decisions in tight moments. Whether it's throwing a sharp pass or choosing to take on a defender, timing is everything in this role. Centres need to be quick on their feet, but also powerful enough to break tackles. In defence, they often get tested by sharp footwork or short passes, so their reactions and positioning must be spot on. A missed tackle here can easily lead to a try, which is why communication with their winger and half is vital. Mal Meninga set the bar incredibly high for right centres. Strong as a truck but clever with the ball, he could bulldoze through defenders or feed the perfect pass. His ability to lead, both physically and mentally, helped him dominate the position for years. The number 4 jersey belongs to the left centre, who plays the same kind of role as the right centre, but on the opposite side. They are crucial to both attack and defence, constantly making split-second decisions that can open gaps or shut them down. A good left centre needs strength, good hands, and a smart understanding of space. They must work closely with the left winger and 5/8 to build pressure and launch effective moves. In attack, left centres either run tough lines or throw sharp passes to release their winger. Defensively, they are often in the firing line against some of the fastest players on the field. That means they must tackle well, stay disciplined, and read situations quickly. There's very little margin for error in this position. Jamie Lyon made the left centre role look calm and controlled. He didn't rely on brute force alone, but had a smart rugby brain and excellent instincts. Whether shutting down attacks or helping create them, Lyon always seemed to be in the right place at the right time. The number 5 jersey is worn by the left winger, who plays a mirrored role to the right winger. They sit on the edge of the field, waiting for that one chance to strike. Their job is to finish movements, dive in at the corner, and run with real punch when the team needs meters early in the set. A top winger brings a mix of pace, balance, and bravery, and has to make smart calls in split seconds. Wingers often face tricky kicks and tight sideline situations. That's why they must have excellent footwork, aerial skills, and know where the touchline is at all times. A winger who gets caught out of position can leave their team exposed, so awareness is just as important as athleticism. And in the modern game, wingers take on the grunt work too. They often take heavy carries when the forwards are tired, showing just how physical the role can be. Wendell Saylor stood out as a winger who combined power and speed in a way few others could. He wasn't just about scoring, he was a go-to ball runner, a physical presence, and a crowd pleaser every time he touched the ball. Wearing number 6, 5/8, is one of the most important players in any rugby league team. They work side by side with the halfback to control the attack, and many teams depend on their number 6 to bring creativity, direction, and tempo. These players are usually among the most skillful on the field, combining smart vision with strong execution. Their job isn't just to make plays, but to create opportunities out of nothing when the game tightens up. That means clever passing, dangerous kicking, and fast, confident choices under pressure. The 5/8 also links the forwards and the backs. They often get the ball right after the dummy half, and from there, they need to know where the gaps are, which runner to hit, or whether to kick. It's a tough job, but when done right, it opens up the game for everyone. Good 5/8s are calm but bold, always thinking 2 steps ahead. Darren Lockyer is one of the best to ever wear the number 6. After starting his career as a fullback, he moved into the 5/8 and led Australia and Queensland with precision and class. The number 7 halfback is often seen as the brain of the team. Everything goes through them. They touch the ball more than anyone else and take charge of the game plan. While the number 6 focuses more on attacking chances, the number 7 is the organiser. They set up the plays, guide the team around the park, and control the pace of the match. If the team needs to slow things down or ramp up the speed, it's usually the halfback who makes that decision. Kicking is a massive part of this role. Whether it's a short grubber to set up a try or a towering bomb to pressure the opposition, the halfback's kicking can change games, but it's not just about kicking. They must be quick thinkers, sharp passers, and natural leaders. It's not unusual to see them barking out orders or shifting defenders into the right spot. Andrew Johns defined what it means to be a great halfback. He had a brilliant mind for the game and a full set of tools to match. His mix of skill, toughness, and leadership made him a nightmare for opponents and a hero for his teams. The number 8 prop plays one of the most physically demanding roles in the team. Their main job is to take the ball into heavy traffic and win meters through the middle. Props often take the first and second runs of a set, charging into the defense with power and determination. It's a role that doesn't get much glory, but without strong props, the team won't get far. Defensively, props must stand strong in the middle and make repeated tackles on big opponents. They're expected to soak up pressure and hold their ground even when fatigue kicks in. This position is all about hard work, effort, and doing the little things right. Props also need strong legs, a low center of gravity, and the ability to keep pushing even when the body says no. James Graham made his name as one of the most respected props in the modern era. He gave everything for every team he played for. Whether it was with St Helens, Canterbury, or England, Graham showed what true toughness looked like. The number 9 hooker is one of the most active and busiest players on the field. They play from the dummy half, meaning they're the first person to touch the ball after each tackle. This gives them a huge role in shaping the attack. A good hooker decides when to pass, when to run, and when to change the pace. Their decisions can catch tired defenders off guard and create big chances from simple positions. Because they play in the middle, hookers also make a huge number of tackles. They need incredible fitness, mental sharpness, and clean passing. Sometimes they act like a third playmaker, combining with the halves to run set plays. And in today's fast-paced game, the best hookers are constantly scanning the ruck, looking for an edge. Cameron Smith turned the hooker role into an art form. His ability to control a game with timing, communication, and decision-making made him one of rugby league's all-time greats. Wearing number 10, the second prop is just as important as the number 8. They carry the same responsibilities. These are the players who take on the toughest runs and hold the line in defense when the game gets tough. Props might not throw long passes or score flashy tries, but they build the platform for others to succeed. Without strong go forward from the props, the halves and backs won't get clean ball. The best props bring more than just size. They have to be smart with their runs, understand when to play fast or hold back, and keep their technique solid in both attack and defense. They often take the brunt of contact and are expected to get up and do it again and again. On top of that, they need to bring energy, leadership, and toughness, especially when the team is under pressure. Sam Burgess defined what it means to be a dominant prop. He brought power, passion, and no fear. Whether he was smashing into defenders or rallying his teammates, Burgess made his presence felt. His performance in the 2014 NRL Grand Final, playing through a broken cheekbone, showed exactly who he was as a player. Second rowers wearing number 11 play on the edge of the ruck and often act as a bridge between the front row forwards and the backs. They are usually tall, strong, and athletic, but they also need good footwork and handling skills. Their main job in attack is to run strong lines off the halves and punch holes in the defense. They often act as decoys as well, drawing defenders away to create space for others. On defense, number 11s take on edge runners, making strong one-on-one tackles and shutting down plays close to the sideline. They must read the game well and react quickly, especially when defending against quick shifts or short passes. They also chase attacking kicks and clean up scraps around the ball. It's a high-effort position that requires constant involvement. The best second rowers have the stamina to keep going all game and the toughness to handle repeated collisions. Sonny Bill Williams is one of the most unforgettable number 11s ever. He was strong and fast, but what made him special was his ability to offload in traffic and create second phase play. His timing and game sense set him apart, and his hits in defense were just as impressive. The number 12 position mirrors the role of the number 11, but plays on the other side of the field. Just like their partner, the number 12 works on the edge and is constantly involved in both attack and defense. They run hard lines aimed at breaking through the opposition and often pop up as support runners when plays break open. A good second rower knows how to time their runs and use their size to either bend the line or create space for others. They are also expected to be reliable defenders who can handle quick edge players and stop momentum before it spreads wide. What separates a great number 12 is consistency. They need to play big minutes without losing impact. Many of them also take on leadership roles within the forward pack, helping to direct line speed and organize defense on the edges. While they may not always be flashy, their presence is felt in every set. Ben Kennedy was a perfect example of a number 12 who did it all. He ran with purpose, tackled with intensity, and never took a step back. Kennedy made a name for himself with the Newcastle Knights and later with the Manly Sea Eagles, where his relentless style inspired teammates and wore down opponents. The number 13 is one of the most demanding and important positions on the field. The lock forward often acts as the glue that holds the team together. They carry the ball like a front rower, but move around the field like a halfback. Locks help control the tempo of the game. They offer support in attack, link up passes between the halves and forwards, and often touch the ball more than anyone else. Their vision and decision-making can shape the rhythm of a set. Defensively, locks work tirelessly. They clean up missed tackles, cover holes in the line, and are usually involved in dozens of tackles every game. Their fitness levels must be elite because they stay on the field longer than most. They are also expected to stay calm under pressure and keep the middle of the field solid even when things get chaotic. Paul Gallen defined the modern lock forward with his tireless work ethic. For years, he carried the Cronulla Sharks and New South Wales forward packs with his non-stop effort. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more rugby action.